Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. In the previous episode, we finally made our way out of the Mage's Tower on Lake Calenhad and made our way to Red Cliff where, surprise, surprise, things have gone wrong and we need to help them with a undead siege that's going to happen. There's a quest right here that we can pick up from Caitlin.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
Grief can make us do many things that don't make any sense, I'm afraid.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl.
We'll take care of that later.
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died.
Okay, we get it. Things are bleak. People have died. You don't need NPCs constantly telling me that. Oh well, starting off, we need to talk to the militia leader.
You know, we don't have the men.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
Hello, I'm your miracle.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
And why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bantegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Oh, have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does he refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Nobody else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then? Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
Is there anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about him.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Alright, carry on then.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Well, may as well talk to Owen first. I'm assuming this is the place.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Now then, we can either persuade him, try to pick the lock, or break the door down. Is this Owen the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Look, I'd prefer to not speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Persuasion for the win.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Talia. A Grey Warden helping Ban Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Look, the militia needs your help. Desperately.
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
So you intend to drink yourself to death?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. Tell you what, if you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter.
And what if she's dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
And what about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you, I'll find her.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Now, there are multiple ways to do this. If you have Sten or Morgan in the party, they will be annoyed if you agree to help him. You can also kill him, but if initiated through dialogue, you will lose... I keep forgetting. Is it affection? I always keep forgetting this. Approval. I don't know why I keep mixing those two up. You will lose approval with Alistair, Liliana, and Wynne. Unless you initiate it by inspecting a trapdoor somewhere in the house which gets him to attack you. You can still equip people if you kill Owen. You just gotta find the bundle of equipment from the trapdoor in this house. And then from there, give it to them. But I'm not that kind of person. Alright, next on the list, we gotta convince Dwin to help us. But first let me talk to Murdoch and let him know that Owen's agreed to help.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
We're not only ready, Murdoch, we're going to win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Still need to speak to Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Good to hear it. But first things first, we're going to go talk to Dwin, whom, according to Murdoch, is somewhere on the lake. And, by the way, just so you know, this Dwin guy is kind of needed for a companion quest that we don't quite have yet. So we're also going to want to try and make sure he survives this. Let's see. Oh, there it is. We had to take the long way around to get there. Now, you do have to pick the lock. Apparently, having somebody in your party that's good enough won't do anything for you. The door is locked and looks as if it has been recently repaired. Yeah, it has to be done via conversation, and I know I don't have the lock-picking skills to get through this. Well, time to break it open.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Look, I apologize. I don't mean any harm. You just left us no choice.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Now, there is some approval points that you can get with a party member we don't have yet, by questioning him and calling him a coward. Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Okay, then. You can do a few things to intimidate, to get him to join up. You can intimidate him, you can persuade him, or bribe him. If you are a female dwarf, you can also offer sex in exchange for his assistance, but you still need to pass a persuade check to do it. Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
Look, I'll put in with a good word for you with Bantegan or the Arl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Well, it's not like the game will give me much of a choice in that matter. We do gotta make sure he survives, though he is a rather tough fighter. Okay, there is one other thing we can do, but I think I'm gonna skip over that for now, because I still need to work a couple of details out in my mind in regards to that thing, and instead talk to Sir Perth, who is way up near the entrance.
Stop fidgeting.
There's also a gift we can get around here, which is actually right around where the knights are, if I recall correctly.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay, instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child. I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them No matter who you are or who they are, I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
I love that dialogue, but I hate it when it interrupts me. Oh, by the way, not sure if I mentioned this last time, but if you leave the village after having met with Ban Tegan, the village will be destroyed and you will fail the quest, and, well, I'm not going to let that happen. Ah, there it is. Andraste's Grace.
Yes.
This is a gift that, if I recall correctly, can be given to Liliana. Just let me double check that, so I'm not giving you false information.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Come on. Redcliffe Village, Andraste's Grace. Yep, it is a gift for Liliana. And I will give it to her right now. If I can find it. Come on, I know it's here somewhere. There it is.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Yeah, some of the gifts will actually have a much bigger effect than usual, and will give you special cutscenes. Nice to know. And while I'm here, let's have Dog mark this landmark tree to give him a Bari dominance. That'll be useful in the upcoming fight. Anyways, now that we're here, let's talk to Sir Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me whatever you would call a human.
Please take no offense then, my good woman, for I meant none. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
I'll see what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it.
Now, before we head back down to that Chantry, we're actually going to want to hit up the general store.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Because there's something we can find in there that we can also talk to Sir Perth about. Now, all this stuff we are doing is actually boosting the morale. It's a hidden stat that you're not going to really see, but the higher their morale is, the better. Now, when it comes to the knights, you're meant to be able to boost their morale by doing this whole thing with the Holy Relic. Unfortunately, there is a scripting error in the PC version. That scripting error pretty much sets their morale to stay at 0. So getting these amulets really doesn't make much of a difference, but I'm going to do it anyways for the XP. There's lamp oil in these barrels. That's something we need to talk to Sir Perth about. You'd think it would be Murdoch, but no, it's Sir Perth. At least, I'm hoping we get XP from doing this. Because we will lose some approval with Liliana. We could also gain some with Morgan, but that would also require Liliana be in the party, along with Alistair. I don't know, let's see how it goes.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who... You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
Is there a reason I shouldn't help?
Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
If you gave them confidence, then it does protect them.
I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay, good. I imagine the loss from Liliana is more of a, intimidation type deal. So, hey, I'm glad I'm not losing anything with her. Okay, then. Once we go tell Sir Perth, there are some other things we can do at a bar up the hill. Do not walk in front of the firing line. I know it probably won't actually do anything, but still. Anyways, I'll see you back up at Sir Perth. Hello, Sir Perth.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
See, have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Okay, this is probably where you lose the, approval. So, anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Well, carry on, then.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Okay, so that's where you get the disapproval from. It should be noted you can get to approval with Morgan, but only if Liliana and Alistair are also in the party. Now then, let me just check my map so I remember where... Let's see, that's a world map, that's a windmill... Tavern. Right ahead. I was kind of hoping I'd run out of time for this, because this one's a little complicated, to say the least, but so be it. Actually, there's something else we can take care of while we're here that should eat up some time. Because there is some additional assistance you can get from this guy, Berwick.
Not looking for company.
Shouldn't you be with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Then what are you doing here?
Just waiting until I can leave again.
Strange seeing a fellow elf here.
And that's all we have in common.
What does that mean?
I'm not here to talk.
There's something about this man's demeanor. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do, don't you? I know a spy when I see one.
Look, just because you're an elf doesn't mean we should be friends. I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
And what are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
So you know how this happened. Tell me now. No, wait. How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
So, Berwick's letter. Let's see, Berwick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes and you'll be well paid. A letter in Berwick's possession, which of course isn't signed. Now then, if you do not have Leliana or another party member that we do not have yet in your party, there are other means to get him to help out. If you have enough cunning, you can point out his suspicious behavior and reveal him as a spy. You can also pickpocket the letter off of Berwick, call him by his name, ask him about said letter, and with enough coercion you can get him to defend the village. You can also talk to Bella and Lloyd, Bella being the serving girl over here and Lloyd being the tavern owner, whom we will be taking care of later. Ugh, getting real tongue-tied. Learn his real name, call him by his real name, ask him for proof, because about that will make things easier, and then coerce him into defending the village. There's also some stuff you can get with other party members, like with Sten, you can get some approval, and another party member that you can either get disapproval or approval with for a party member that we don't have yet. Let's see, we got a minute and a half left. You know what? I think we're going to take care of this now. We'll go a little over the time limit, but basically the militia here is drinking because, you know, they're probably going to die tonight, which chances are some of them are, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that doesn't happen. But Lloyd is forcing them to pay for it. There's also Bella here, who's a kind girl whom I want to take control of the tavern.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
So, how has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd, I take it?
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
I could talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
I see.
What can you do? Girls like me don't get much choice if we don't want to join the Chantry. And it's too late to get married.
Shouldn't you be at the Chantry, speaking of which?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the Chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yep.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
I should go.
Keep safe.
Now then, Bella can take over if Lloyd joins the militia or is killed. Ooh, I think I'm gonna take care of that, but first I gotta buy some stuff off of him. A couple of gifts of ale and wine.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Not at all.
Brave words. Brave words. Well, we'll see when night falls, won't we? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope?
Let's see what you have.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Yeah. Well, I'll take the health poultices, because Lord knows I'm going to need them. Take the lesser injury kits. I'll take the poultice recipe. That could be good. I'll take the ale, and there's supposed to be wine for sale, but I'm not seeing it. Huh. Yeah, well, let's talk to the militiamen.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than Auntie from the hall.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
Maybe he should help defend the village instead.
Ha! I've seen Lloyd handle a sword. He should stick to something he knows about, like keeping me nice and drunk for the fight.
Lloyd is charging us for coin we don't even got anymore. Nobody's working right now. We're all just trying to survive.
What difference does it make? He won't care.
Now then, there is an optimal path for this. Basically, sell him all the items that you want, threaten to kill him, which results in granting partnership of the tavern, commandeer his inventory, which he will now give to you for free, though you can't sell anything to him, talk to him a second time, then a third time, and say, I hear you're charging the militia for ale, but this time you can follow up with, maybe not, but I would, and this is my tavern, remember? Then demand more share of the profits, and force him to defend the village. Which, if he dies during the process, Bella can take the tavern, but I think what I'm just going to do is get him to give the drinks for free, get him to defend the village, get him killed, and then from there, Bella will take over.
Hey, what can Lloyd get you?
I hear you're charging the militia for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
I think of the goodwill you'll earn.
I never thought of that. Maybe I could try it for a bit. Right then, you men over there. Drinks are on the house. All militia drink for free.
Oh, you're a saint, Lloyd. Ha ha!
If them creatures don't kill me, I swear they'll bleed me dry. Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Oh, by the way, you can actually get wine off of him if you get him the partnership. But because Wynn's going to be with me and I'm going to be gaining a lot of approval anyways, I'm not really in desperate need of those gifts. Look, either die fighting in the militia or die now. Your choice.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
And then I think I'll talk to Bella. I'm just gonna quick save just in
I
case.
see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
Yeah, I should go. So how has business been?
What business? I close up, but it gives the militia a place to take their minds off tonight. Me too, I suppose.
I should go.
Keep safe and come back anytime. I won't lock up until near sundown.
Okay, we're pretty much out of time, but I'm just going to talk to Murdoch real quick, get his lay on what's going on. Then we'll end the episode off there, and then next episode I'll take care of that quest to find the missing boy, because I need to look into some stuff before I get to recording that right away. And from there, I guess we'll get on to defending Redcliffe Village. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting to get through this fully beforehand, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes I actually do something right.
I hear you got the tavern serving the militia free ale now. While I don't favor my men being drunk come sundown, I suppose it helps morale to have their minds taken off what's to come. You have my thanks. The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
So, how is morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. My men are getting free drinks at the tavern. I suppose it's better to drown your fears rather than go mad waiting for certain death. I'm tempted to have a few ales myself. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Nope, I'll be back. I need to check on something.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
As do I, Murdoch, as do I. Now then. With that, I'm going to have to end this episode off here for today. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw polling to vote for our next Let's Play, which, at the time of recording, is, if it would load up, at the same number of votes as it was last week. So, not much of a change. And if you could, please, leave a comment down below this video. I haven't really been getting comments for these videos, so I have no idea what you guys think. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.